Okay, let's talk about something that's literally all around you, inside your walls and under your floors, but you probably never, ever think about it. I'm talking about your home's plumbing. But trust me, it's not just a bunch of pipes, it's more like your home's own hidden highway system.
I mean, think about it. You turn on a faucet and clean water just appears. You flush a toilet and waste just disappears. It feels kind of like magic, right? But it's not. It's an incredible piece of engineering. So have you ever actually stopped to ask, where does it all go?
So here's the best way to picture this whole thing. Think of your plumbing exactly like a highway system, but for water. Seriously, it's this whole planned out network with different types of roads, traffic laws, and intersections, all working together to make sure everything keeps flowing exactly where it needs to go. Now, just like the roads we drive on, these water highways aren't all designed the same way. The first big decision the builders have to make is a pretty important one. Is this going to be a simple one-lane road where all the traffic mixes together, or a more complex two-lane system? And that brings us to the two main designs. On the one hand, you've got the one-pipe system. It's just like it sounds, one single pipe where all the waste from your sinks, your shower, and your toilet all travels together. It's way simpler, cheaper, and easier to put in. On the other hand, you've got the two-pipe system. Think of this as a divided highway. It has separate pipes for regular wastewater and for what plumbers call soil, the stuff from the toilet. It's a bit more work, sure, but it's also a lot more hygienic.
Okay, so you've got your highway design. But what keeps everything from turning into one giant, messy traffic jam? Well, this water highway has three absolutely unbreakable rules of the road, and they're all based on simple physics. First up, the engine that powers this whole system is just gravity. It's always pulling everything down. Rule number 2, to give gravity a helping hand, every single pipe has to be installed at a slight angle, a gentle slope, so the water always has a downhill path to follow. And third, and this one is super important, the system has to be able to breathe. Vents let air flow into the pipes, which prevents a vacuum from forming and stopping the flow. It's the exact same reason water gets stuck in a straw if you put your finger over the top.
And following these rules isn't just some technical thing for plumbers to worry about. They're what stand between you and a disaster. Getting this right is what prevents nasty clogs and, maybe more importantly, stops those awful sewer smells from ever getting into your house. Right. So you can't build a highway without a road crew and their equipment. And our water highway? It's no different. You need the right gear for the job, from basic hand tools all the way up to some pretty serious heavy machinery. Let's start with the basics in the toolbox. You've got your tape measure, because every cut has to be precise. You've got a hacksaw to actually make those cuts, a pipe bender to create those nice smooth curves, and of course wrenches and spanners to tighten everything down and make sure it's secure. Each one has its own crucial job to do. But for the bigger parts of the job, the crew brings in the heavy hitters. A pipe threading machine is used to carve perfect grooves into the ends of pipes so they can be screwed together for a watertight seal. And a powerful drilling machine is what carves out the pathways for the pipes to actually run through your home's frame. These tools make the work go way faster. But a highway isn't just a long, straight road, right? It's got to have turns, exits, and intersections. In plumbing, that's where fittings come in. These are the special pieces that act like the road signs and the interchanges of our hidden highway. And some of them are really, really clever. Okay, get ready to meet the unsung hero of your home's plumbing, the trap. You've definitely seen this U-shaped pipe under your sink. It looks simple, but its design is genius. That curve is made to always hold a little bit of water, and that little plug of water creates a physical barrier that stops sewer gas from coming up your drain. So simple, but so effective. Now, to get around corners, the system uses an elbow. It does pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It lets a pipe make a sharp turn, usually 90 degrees or 45 degrees, so it can navigate around the structure of your house. And when you need a fork in the road, that's where the T comes in. It's shaped just like the letter T, and it basically acts as an intersection. It splits one pipe into two, sending water off in different directions. For example, a single pipe might run to your sink, and then use a T to split off to the hot and cold taps. So, let's put it all back together one more time. The pipes themselves, they're the roads. The fittings, like the elbows and T's, they're the turns and the intersections that direct all the traffic. And the tools, that's the gear the road crew uses to build the whole system. See, it's a pretty powerful way to picture how it all works.
So why do we even care about all this? Well, it boils down to something really simple. A good plumbing system isn't just about convenience. It's one of the most important things keeping your home clean, keeping it safe, and just, well, keeping it working the way it's supposed to.
So here's something to think about. The next time you're home and it's quiet and you hear that faint whoosh of water rushing through the walls, maybe you won't just hear it as random noise anymore. Maybe, just maybe, you'll hear it for what it really is, the sound of traffic, flowing perfectly down your home's hidden highway, hard at work.